Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. Meow. My name is Tonia, and today we are discussing the Capricorn new moon for you, Scorpio. If you are Scorpio, ascendant, sun, or moon, this video is for none other than you. And basically, Scorpio, what you're going to be able to get out of this video by the end of it is a good energy expectation for what you're more likely than not going to be experiencing from mid-January through mid-February of 2021. And so we're going to go over just the chart. I'm going to share that with you in a second and talk about like how this very powerful new moon, since it's literally conjunct your modern ruler, Pluto, insane, how that's going to affect you over this period of time. And it's in your third house too, Scorp. So this is going to be like really intense for like new beginnings in terms of your business, if you're an entrepreneur, or like your friendships or your siblinghood or your local environment, like your community or neighborhood even. There's really a lot that could be going on for you, and we're going to talk more about the details and look at the chart. But before we do, a couple quick announcements. Number one, Scorpio, if you resonate with this content and you vibe with what we're building here on WizdomDropz, if you're not already, I invite you to join us. We are hundreds and hundreds strong at this point, which is so dope. So yeah, if you vibe with this content and you want to grow your astrological savvy catdom, welcome. Join us. So we have cookies. No, I'm kidding. But for real, that's my invitation to you, Scorpio. Also, if this video does bring you any value by the end of it, I invite you to like it, because that actually helps other Scorpio beings get this information for no expense. So the more people who just show up and support it with like a thumbs up or whatever, the more people who get this information for nothing. And it's just a cool way to say like thank you to me for putting this energy out there, and really just like a good gesture of like community for all the Scorpio beings. Like, so yeah, cool. Thanks to everybody who supports it. Super cool. Also, last but not least, Scorp, if you are looking for further guidance on specifically your chart, I am available for bookings again. I've been having so much fun with the readings that I've been having lately. If you're one of the people I've been giving a reading lately, you know it's just been a lot of fun, and I'm really grateful for like the community exchanges that we've had in this kind of space. So it's really groovy. And if you want to book a session, you can do that using the email down below in my description box. Okay, cool. So Scorpio, let us share the screen of this chart. And here you should see what's going on January 13th, and it's a new moon in your third house of Capricorn, as I said, at 23 degrees. So if you happen to be a 23-degree Scorpio, or even like a 20 to say 27-degree Scorpio, because you see Pluto's at 24 and plus 3 degrees is 27 and minus 3 degrees is 20. So 3-degree orb is the most conservative of orb that the ancients used. And so anyway, that's going to be even more intense for y'all. And even if you're just a Scorpio in general, but like if you are in that degree range, expect even more significant events to be playing out. And really what's on offer, though, to be more specific, Scorpio, is a new beginning, because this is the divine mother and the divine father, the moon and the sun, coming together like an egg that has been fertilized. So it's like the seed that's going to grow things, you know. And so it's growing things in your third house, and it's conjunct your Pluto energy, which is your modern indicator. Like you're originally ruled by Mars, right? But your original ruler is Mars, but your newer ruler is Pluto, and your new ruler is with that new moon. So it's very interesting, the new potentials that are going to be popping up for you. You're going to have an opportunity, Scorpio, to start a new business possibly, or somehow engage yourself in a local community sense in some event, or really, it's kind of up to you to determine that, of course, but look at what else is going on. There's, like I say, siblings and community here. You have Venus giving you a good omen, but there is that intensity of that Pluto. And I don't want to sugarcoat anything. There's probably a death of something in that arena for you, whether it's among a relationship with your siblings or a friend or, any kind of like local kind of situation that you're a part of. I think you're going to be experiencing some new shifts in that arena, Scorp. So just be aware that like you could really have some death cycle and rebirth cycle there that means something to you at a deeper level, because it's your vibration of Pluto that we're talking about. And as a Scorpio, you're not shallow. You're not about the like little kind of like facetious things that probably drives you really crazy if it's not coming from a real place. And you generally just tend to put your energy in a more serious kind of like meaningful direction. So there's that to consider for you. Just be aware that there might be more of your energy, the Scorpio energy, present for the next month. And it's an opportunity to kind of grow your power, because third house is communications house. And so if you're really revamping and been working on how you communicate, Scorpio, this is a great time to turn the scorpion or the eagle into the phoenix. You feel me? So however you feel you need to adjust your communication style and how you're approaching the world with your words, or how you engage yourself in your own inner mental mind, that can be seen in the third house. It's the mind house. So if you're a writer by chance, Scorpio, like you're writing things for a living, all of that can be deeply, profoundly changed. Like a death needs to happen for a new beginning there. Also, like I say, with siblings, there's some type of shift in your relationship with them, like a death. Maybe it's a death of acknowledging your bond, or maybe it's you went from that to now it's like you're cool and together all of a sudden, like there's some deep shift, like from one state to another is happening, or is on offer, I should say, for you, Scorpio, at this time. Also, I like that Venus is there because it gives you a really beautiful trine to what is otherwise a very volatile energy, Scorpio. Notice that we have in the sign of Taurus right now, which is y'all's seventh house. Ouch. Mars Uranus conjunction, which is like pretty damn explosive. This is like bomb energy. So like just be aware if you're a Scorpio out there and you've had some volatile relationship happenings in recent times, you're probably going to be experiencing some more intensity around that over the next month or so, at least. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, but realistically speaking, Mars is going to take some time to go through Taurus. It just entered, so you got some weeks. You got some weeks to kind of feel that. Couple months, not too long, but I just want to let you know that energy is there. And of course, you are a Scorpio. You understand you can take that energy and go high or go low. And so if you want to turn that into a positive, you have the possibility to do that, Scorpio. Nobody is stopping you from being a Scorpio. Like ultimately being a Scorpio is so dope because you can take the shit, like literally, and turn it into soil, that like compost that grows things. See, that beautiful things, because that's Scorpio. It's a transformer. It takes from one state and brings to another. So ultimately what you're being called to do is just be you, because I wanted to put up on your radar though that Mars is your original ruler and it's squaring Saturn. This is a more ominous, to be frank with you, Scorpio, aspect that's not so fun to deal with. And I know it's been like just a super kind of shitty year, generally speaking. But 2021's a new year, and I don't know. I feel you. There's just so much. We cut the shit. We all know there's just so much shit right now, for real. Scorpios, we feel it more than everybody. Like, let's be honest. Scorpio energy people, we just feel things deeper, so like anyway, I feel you. And like what I'm trying to communicate to you as somebody who's generally just here on the planet to help heal people and like support enlightenment energy as a part of a larger team of people doing that on the planet. What I'm going to tell you is that this is a hard aspect to deal with. It's engaging your ancient ruler. Mars, and it's the two original malefic planets, Saturn and Mars, in square. They're butting off, and yeah, it probably sucks. And what this means is that from your fourth house, which is home and land and your roots, where you come from, Scorpio, between that and your relationships, seventh house, you can see in Taurus here on the screen, those are going to be in tension for the next, well, some time. But really, you know, at the worst, it's going to be like 8 weeks or so. At the like best, it could just be when this is really exact for like the next month or so, because Mars eventually will move through Taurus, and it's a quicker moving planet than Saturn. So the exactitude of this like energy is not so prolonged, but like I want to put you up on just the radar, you know. And so how do you do the Scorpio thing with this? How do you get through all this, like, you know, energy of this Mars square Saturn? Well, to do that, we got to understand what it's asking. It's asking you to get serious about your roots and where you came from, fourth house, and your relationship, seventh house. And there's something there that's not lining up. Something between your roots, your home, where you come from, your private environment, where you live, like your real home today, and where you come from as a younger person, your roots, whatever that means to you, your home, right? Your most private place. That is somehow not agreeing, not in alignment with, not vibing with, your relationships. And that can be your romantic partner, sure, but it can also be your friends, and it can also be your siblings, even if you're tight with them, or your business partners, or your just partners in general, like life partner, whatever kind of energy you understand to be relationship, Scorpio. Really, that's going to be a pretty significant energy for you to deal with. There's some type of tension there between those people who you're in partnership with and where you come from, your roots, and where the legacy you come from, you know, your foundation. So this could be like a home conflict with a friend, or a home conflict with a partner, like a relationship partner, like a romance partner. And it could be calling for some serious change. And I just want to let you know that if you do put in serious action to make serious change under this influence of Mars square Saturn, you're kind of in for some work. You're in for some tough work, some ragged work, some really kind of like put on your grind and go forward and day in, day out, work on it kind of energy, because Mars square Saturn, it's like climbing up a mountain. It's very Capricornian, you know, interestingly enough. And we have here a Capricorn new moon. And then we have the other malefic, the modern malefic, Pluto, conjunct the new moon itself. So now you get like a further, more poetic like layer of notion of understanding, like, what does this Pluto conjunct the new moon mean, you know? It really just means you need to like be aware that you're being called right now to transform. There's some Scorpio button in your life. You are Scorpio, right? You understand the Scorpio button. It's like you need to press that button when you need to transform. It's like you need to transform that button when it's time to go Phoenix mode and burn up and go into a new version of self and level up. This moon is the Phoenix button. It's saying reset, and there's a challenge ahead of you. By the way, you have a quest. The quest is related to your home, your roots, your land that you own, okay? And your partnerships, fourth house, seventh house square. And there's that benevolent, supportive influence from Venus, you know, under this. So it's really a saving grace. Not a lot of astrologers are talking about that so much, but I think it's really worth us paying some serious credence to, because if you observe in the chart here, it's less than 3-degree orb of separation from both Mars and Uranus. 5 degrees is 3 degrees away from 2 degrees Mars, and it's 1 degree away from 6-degree Uranus. So I think Venus is really helping support things. Ultimately, if you're trying to communicate your truth, Scorpio, the force is with you, so to speak. Like Venus in that third house is really going to help you smooth out what is otherwise a pretty intense Pluto, interesting energy. And Pluto even is in harmonious convo with Neptune in Pisces, which is your fifth house. So you can really communicate your passions, fifth house, your pleasures, fifth house, your ideals for how you'd like to spend your energy in terms of your own creations, whether that's like energy creations like businesses, or soul creations like incarnations that you liaison, so to speak, like children you have, you're able to kind of communicate your piece and your truth about what needs to transform and die and rebirth here in order to like kind of get what you need out of the whole situation. So I think I don't want you to stir you up. I feel intuitively that a lot of Scorpios are going to really just know how to navigate this moon, because your ruling planet in the modern astrology, at least, is there at the party, there to tango, So really, that's a lot of info, Scorpio. I hope that it served you, and it did. So with that said, hit that like button so that it helps other people get the 411. Also, standing invitation, if you're into my content and resonate with it, I do put out a video every day of the week. So if you want to be here for that, currently that's not being like a charge. I'm not charging money or anything to share that with you. So why not be here for it? Great question. Last but not least, Scorpio, you can leave us a question or a comment, question, concern, whatever down below about like the astrology world and just maybe something you're interested in learning more about. Whatevs, let us know how this new moon is influencing you, anything like that, Scorp. With that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.